Figured it out. It's only been 3 years.
Well, hello, and welcome to Entertain This, a podcast about movies, TV shows, and video games, and Christmas. Today, we're discussing our fun childhood video game Christmas unwrapping escapades, which will probably last all of somewhere between 5 minutes and an hour and a half. That's how well we've planned this out. And then we'll move on to trivia, which is what?
The most popular Christmas toy of blank year.
Slinkies.
Oh, man.
Silly putty.
When we do the trivia, I'll explain more.
Turbo Man.
It won't be shouldn't be as hard as it sounds.
It's turbo time.
I know 97 was Pokemon Red and Blue. So.
Well,
if the year after is probably Pokemon
when we get there,
Silver and Gold.
Okay. Before we get started, let's kick it off with social media. Mitch.
You go to entertainthispodcast.com, which will take you to our Facebook group and page. Or you can go to our Twitter, which is @thisentertain. Or Instagram, entertain.this. Or our YouTube, where we now stream live when we record.
I'm going to need you to do it again, but sing-songy to the tune of Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
It's just like,
I can do it.
The left and the right side of the brain is not going to work that well.
Well, it's not going to happen.
I just threw it out there. Just want to see if you try. It was probably going to be really terrible.
Yeah.
We could make fun of him. But. All right. So, the year was 99, 2000. It was early 2000s. No, it was 99. And I got, what is happening right now?
I'm trying to hear better. There we go.
Okay.
You got the clap.
Now I can only hear out of my left ear.
I always unplugged mine.
Very disturbing. Whatever you did just screwed up my thing too. I got a small little box and I opened it, and inside of it was The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask.
A bigger box.
And all the other presents that year meant nothing. And it was one of the first presents that I opened up too. And I was like, yeah, get to the thing. Go, come on. All right, open that box. And I was like ripping my sister's presents open for him. Like, all right, come on, moving on.
I want to play this.
And then once the present unwrapping, ceremony was complete, I hurriedly went off to my tiny little TV that I had in my room. It was like an old computer monitor.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was just a small little thing. And it was so old that when you turn it on, it did the whole like screen lifting up and down thing until it settled. Yeah.
And like fire up.
It had dials. It didn't have a remote too. So it was barely in color. And I plugged up my Nintendo 64, slapped in my new game, and the rest is history. I have little memory of anything else that happened after that. It's just playing that game. That was a good game. And I remember it being like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I came out and I was like, where is everybody? Yeah. Yeah. My mom just brought me food. It's just like, here, eat this when you're not busy. So
playing your little game.
Yep.
My parents would be like, pause it.
Yeah.
Go to bed.
It was like the best time of year because you didn't have school or any responsibilities, and everybody's just like, whatever, let him get it out of his system.
Mm-hmm.
So that was probably my favorite Christmas present. Yeah. Cam.
One of Christmas, I got we got PlayStation 2. And I got 2 games. I got Men in Black 2, the video game, which was terrible, and I got Ratchet and Clank. So like my parents like all excited, like I'm hooking up my PlayStation 2 to my TV, turn it on. It's like, and, like
the PlayStation sound.
Yeah, the PlayStation 2 sound. And I played Men in Black 2, and I was like, I played like,
my bad.
You got 2. And it was all right. And I was like, all right, I'm going to try the other game. And my parents were like, all right, we'll watch. And I put in Ratchet and Clank, and my parents like sat down. They're like, can we play? Like, I'm just running around doing the stuff and following along. And they're just like, this looks like fun.
Yeah.
And like next thing you know, like my parents want to play Ratchet and Clank. And like all of us are just kind of sitting there. Me, my brother, my sister, my parents, my grandparents. Like my grandma's like looking. I'm like, oh, what are you guys playing? She's like, oh, the graphics look so good.
Yeah.
And it's, like 2002.
That was a big deal back then, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, like from Xbox One to Xbox Series X, you can see the graphics like increase and the gameplay, frame rate and stuff like that. But like the jump from PlayStation 1 to PlayStation 2
was
the most
jump.
substantial. Yeah. So yeah, that was a big deal. I don't think like our kids will ever truly appreciate going from like
Nintendo 64 to PlayStation 2.
Yeah, or a Super Nintendo to like a whole new dimension to work with. Like that was wild.
That was like you could see, but like you were just like laying there. Yeah. And it's like, hey, guess what? Now you can walk.
Yeah. What's that? What's that thing called? Or the shadows in the cave? That old Greek mythology thing?
I don't know
either. All right.
I don't know.
There's a Plato story where like they straps those like 3 prisoners into a cave and they live their whole life looking at the world depicted through shadows. And then he like lets them loose and they see the world in 3 dimension and they kill themselves because it's too overwhelming. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
dark.
It's Plato.
Is this real? Is this a dream you had?
That's a totally thing. It's called the Cave of something. The Cave of Wonders.
The Cave of Wonder. And to a lesser degree, there was like 2 other games I got that were like awesome for PlayStation for like Christmases later on.
The Allegory of the Cave.
Yeah. Like Ace Combat 4. Great. Dark Cloud. Also awesome.
I couldn't get into Dark Cloud.
I didn't get into it initially. I liked it the day I played it, and then I went back to it and I hated it. And I was like, this game's dumb. And then like a year later, I just picked it back up and I was like, yeah, let me see what's going on with this. And I started like replaying it and I was like, oh, that's not bad. Next thing you know, I beat the game.
Yeah. Mitch.
What is it? I don't know what year it was. I think maybe it was 2002. Was that the year PlayStation 2 came out for us?
I think that was the year PlayStation 2 came out.
The year of our Lord.
The year of our Lord 2000.
I just remember it. I think I was maybe 10, and it solidified the fact that Santa wasn't real for me. Because I got
how'd he build this?
Well, because I got a game for PlayStation 2 from my cousin, and I got the PlayStation 2 from Santa.
Oh yeah.
I was like, wait a minute.
How did you guys coordinate this?
But
did he reach out to you?
But it was one of the WWE like SmackDown games, and to go from like you were saying from the graphics of like the 2D people, to a full 3D like it actually looks like the character. Kind of thing.
It looks so real. And it's just like the dude's dead face just plastered on a character.
Have you ever seen like the most horrendous 3D character models ever? There's like a list of them, and Hagrid from like a Harry Potter game. Look at that. It's like they just took like a JPEG of his face and strapped it over like
it's not even a head.
It looks like they cut off his head and glued it to his chest.
Yeah, on his
and look at his eyeballs; they're like opposite sides of his
I can't do that with my own eyes.
I don't know. Just Google Hagrid 3D model, and you'll know what I'm talking about. So, yeah, my mic went out again, or my headphones went out again.
Oh,
it's annoying.
Sorry.
Anyways.
Did you have another Christmas game fun time moment?
Yeah, I got Mario Golf for 64, and that was fun because it was golf, and so my dad and like some older guys in the family were like golf, and then they got into it, and they were actually like super into the Super Mario powers, like if you do things. I thought they would just want to do like traditional golf, but they're like, oh, I can blow people up. That's cool, So they got super into that too. That was a fun memories. Everybody, all the men in the family were like crowded in my room, sitting on like little chairs and with their little Super Nintendo or 64. Was it 64? Yeah, it was 64. And I remember my dad like couldn't understand that you have to hold the middle of the 64 controller and the right, not both on the outside, because it's the dumbest controller ever made.
Yeah, so there's no 3-handed people I've ever seen who.
That's what you control with your mouth. Stick in the middle.
Now, I have to say that like I played a little bit of. I didn't play as much games like when I was after Super Nintendo. Like I had the PlayStation 2 and I played games a little bit. But when I finally, when online games came out, that's when I got back into games.
Yeah.
And like I was in college. My parents got me the Xbox 360 and Modern Warfare. I had that and whatever NFL Madden was that year, but I had those, and it was
Your GPA dropped a couple points.
well,
He
actually
dropped out of college entirely.
But it was a good game, and I remember, because I was still living at home.
Yeah.
My mom would come in the den and she'd go, "Would you turn that off?" Because it'd be like 2 a.m. I'm yelling at the TV. But
that was the first Modern Warfare.
Yeah, the original.
That was 360.
Yeah.
That was 2007.
Man.
Yeah.
It's funny to gauge your life by video games.
Like, I remember when I got Game Boy Color and I got Pokemon Silver.
Oh yeah, I forgot about those. Yeah.
Like I spent the whole day, like I'd open presents, but I was just like so enthralled that I'm playing Pokemon and I have my own Pokemon. I'm holding it into my face, and I went through like 3 batteries and 3 sets of AA's in like 24 hours. I'm just like, holy crap. I was like, this is amazing. And then when I got the Game Boy SD, like a couple years later, I got Lord of the Rings: The Third Age.
Yeah.
And I played that from like 8 p.m. to like 6 a.m. trying to get through the first movie.
I remember Pokemon was like the first time I felt like lower class as a human being, because I had the
lower class.
Yeah, because I had the brick, right?
Yeah.
The old school brick where everything's green and black, and
so you had the gray Game Boy Game Boy.
Yeah, the original Game Boy, right? That's what I got, and it takes like a freaking car battery to operate it. And
you can buy the big magnifying glass thing on it.
Yeah, and so like
all this is like this tiny
everybody's trading Pokemon, and they all have their Game Boy Colors, and they're tiny and sleek and whatever. And I whip out my computer, and I'm like, you want to trade for Charizard or something?
Like, get away, loser!
And they all like giggling at me and stuff. Like, doesn't even have his own trading cable.
Poor.
And I was like, no, I'm poor.
Did you ever get a Game Boy Color?
Yeah, when I was like,
did you have a Game Boy Color?
Yeah.
What colors did you guys have?
Mine was green.
Mine was like teal colored.
I think that's probably the same one, because I think the tealish one was the.
I don't remember.
And then I had a red Game Boy Pocket, the little slim one.
I remember that.
Wait,
I had a yellow Game Boy Color.
Well, maybe I had a pocket. I don't remember the difference.
I mean, it was small. It was
that's like it's like almost like this big, right?
No, I mean,
there's the SD, which was like which was like this, like the flip phone.
No, I mean the Game Boy Pocket wasn't much bigger than this. Like, I mean, it was
fatter.
I mean, it was thick, but it wasn't as big as the.
Was it the one that had like the swoop in the back for the batteries going?
No, that was the color.
Yeah, Game Boy Color. It went flat down the back, and it had like the ass.
That's what I think. You said it. You said it, Tom.
It doesn't count.
Yes, it does.
It's on
You've
film.
made me take hot sauce for saying those words.
It's on camera.
You must take the hot sauce.
It's on camera, Tom.
No,
you said the words.
It's not on.
You got to.
Never said it.
Yes, you did.
It's on camera. You're live. You're live, and you actually have one viewer.
That's right.
You can't disappoint our viewer.
Come on, Tom.
No, I didn't say it.
Go get a spoon, Mitch. Go get a spoon. But anyways, yes, it's the one with the butt where the batteries go into. Yeah, that must have been a Game Boy Color that I had. So, and I swear, well, I don't know, like, what's the difference between green and teal and all that crap, but it was
just, I guess, preference.
Moderately
like that
green.
Reddish pink one. There was a blue. They had the clear one, like the purple one.
The purple one. I remember the purple one. That was like the original color for the Game Boy Color. So, and honestly, like the color that you saw in the screen wasn't that great. So it was it was like blue. It was like black and
because they had the bluish one.
The see-through one. I remember that one.
Yeah,
too.
the see-through like purple one.
Yeah, I had the one in the middle, and then I think my brother had the one on the far left.
I'm pretty sure I had the green one. Yeah,
I had the yellow one, but I didn't have the Pokemon one. To be honest, I don't even know if my parents knew like Game Boy Color meant like the Game Boy was colored.
Yeah,
or also that like you can play stuff in color. You just grab me 3 Gatorade.
You're probably gonna need it all.
You're probably right.
I figured you're gonna use 2. Might as well go ahead and get that 3rd one just in case.
Would you give me a ladle?
Well, make sure you got enough.
Yeah, I think he's rolled up his sleeves, like he's about to like
fight.
No, he's about to like rip his intestines down in Japanese suicide.
Tom, we know you did it just for the pod,
yeah,
just so people could see.
Just for the shigs.
Yeah.
So
That's exactly why.
Well, I'm trying to think of some other fun video game stuff. Because when I turned 15, I basically I had to get everything else myself.
That's a lot.
Where? That's not a lot.
Well, you dripped it on there. We didn't make you drip it on there.
It's like saliva. It's just like
You'd be all right.
it's like drinking out of a dip cup on accident.
Here, point that. Make sure you get in camera.
Yeah, you see that?
Oh. Is there cut it with beer? Man, it truly is a Christmas miracle.
Ah, drum roll,
Please.
All
right, third time.
Don't throw up this time.
Yeah.
He's bleeding.
You like spitting it out? What are you doing?
No. My mouth is just—it's like as soon as it touches, it's like the waterworks just go.
Well, get you some Gatorade there.
Gatorade.
It's gonna
Wash it on down your throat.
get some more beer in there. Well. Anyways. So trying to think of some other fun. I didn't get any other video game stuff. I think like by the time I knew what I wanted to get, I was old enough to just go out and buy my own stuff.
Yeah, I don't really remember getting a whole lot of video games. I know I got pretty much a game a year, pretty much.
Yeah.
But like the Modern Warfares, those were the big ones until I was old enough to buy them by myself.
Did you ever get a crappy game or something like that you didn't want?
Men in Black 2.
That's a good example.
Not that I remember.
I got James Bond, The World Is Not Enough.
I had that game too.
I didn't like that game. I was expecting it to be like GoldenEye.
For 64.
Yeah, it was bad. So
I mean, like we had stuff like Crash Bandicoot and Spyro, but that was because my brother was a little younger. So
Spyro was fun. I didn't get into Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah.
So I like Spyro because it was a game where like you're a dragon that's working to build up to be able to just free fly.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you get it, you feel like you have accomplished that, cool superpower.
Yeah.
But Crash Bandicoot was like a stupid, weird form of Mario. And
yeah, where you jump on the boxes, get the tiki heads.
It's so weird that the people who made that game made The Last of Us.
They did? I didn't
yes.
that.
Naughty Dog. Yeah. Yeah. Same people who make Crash Bandicoot. So that's like the Nintendo doing like, a Game of Thrones video game or something like that.
Yeah.
My tongue physically hurts.
You gonna make it, Tom? I like how we just try and keep on having casual conversation while Tom's dying over there. Yeah. I mean, we could just like sit here and just watch you go through the process. So
now it's not video game related, but I do remember one year me and my brother both got dirt bikes.
Yeah.
And then we went to a family, like my aunt and uncle, they had like a little bit of farmland.
Yeah.
We went there. Me and my brother almost died.
Oh, wow.
my brother ran into a barbed wire fence head first. Like he hit the post with his helmet.
Whoops.
And
Good thing he was wearing a helmet.
And then my cousins had made like the track where half the track had a jump on it, half of it was flat.
Right.
So you could just ride around if you wanted to. And well, my front tire went through the flat part and my back tire hit the ramp. And the next thing I know, I was laying on the ground with the bike on top of my head. I was wearing my helmet, but I had like a big gouge like out the side of the helmet where the foot pegs had like scratched through
It's a good thing they thought to get you helmets.
Good thing you wore them.
You'd be a different person today, Mitch.
I remember my mom, she went to grab my little brother's motorcycle and she grabbed the throttle and just drug her down.
Every year for Christmas, my mom's brother, I could call him an uncle, but I met the guy like once. He sent me a big old beef sausage sampler pack. Okay. I can't remember what it was called. It was some weird brand where you just get like cheeses and sausage that were like preserved. Yeah, well, but like a crappier version of that. That's what I would get for Christmas. And then for my birthday, he would send me Brute cologne. And this was like from the ages of 6 to like 12 that he would. Yes. Yeah. I'm like, what am I going to do with cologne? So
You're gonna bathe in it as a kid.
Yeah, he just gave me like beef sausages and cologne. And I always knew, like, because they'd be like, "Oh, this is from your uncle." I can't even remember his name, to be honest with you. It's from your uncle so and so. I'm like, "Oh, great, here we go. Wonder what it is." Fruit cologne. Yeah. Yep. That was like the lamest presents I ever got. So,
and then I remember there was one year that I had woken up before my brother, and I'd gone into the den. And at the time, we liked Yu-Gi-Oh. Well, there was like a set of stuff set aside on my side and a set of stuff set on his side. And then I went and woke him up and told him. So he came in there and started looking at stuff. And I went and got our parents to wake them up. And when I come back in there, somehow all my stuff had moved over to his pile.
Oh, he stole your stuff?
He had moved it all over there. And I just looked at my mom and she was like, I think some of these are supposed to be over there. I was like, thanks, Mom.
Was your brother trying to like play it?
No, I mean, they just set them like one side and the other of the fireplace.
Oh, so ours all had tags on it. So, my dad would do like random characters from like, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, like Herbert the Elf that wants to be a dentist.
Now, my parents, for anything from Santa, was never wrapped and it was just sat out in front of the fireplace.
Yeah. Yeah.
They couldn't have did that with me and my brother because my brother would have went, mine.
Yeah, that's what my brother was trying to do.
I never had any problems wanting any of my sister's crap, and they never really had anything that I wanted.
I mean, my brother are 5 years apart. So once we got kind of like 7 and 12, that's when we were kind of liking some of the same things. Not a lot, but
you wanted like nunchucks, and he wanted like, I don't know, what does a 7-year-old boy want?
Him a gun,
guns.
That explains a lot.
Remember, brother, we got swords one year for Christmas.
You got a sword for Christmas?
Me and my brother got swords. My dad did the whole Christmas story thing. He had him hidden behind the couch. And he just goes, "Hey, what's that over there?" And me and my brother like, "I don't know." He's like, "Well, go look and see."
Did your mom know about it?
No.
Was she like, "No, nope"?
He just looked at it and went,
"It'll be fine.
It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. I know first aid."
Yeah. I think I got some like Nerf guns. Oh, I got an RC car one time that had it's called like the Sidewinder, because like
the one that rolled.
Yeah,
I remember that from the commercials.
Yeah, it was
one.
That was a really cool one.
Oh, it was cool.
I had a lot of fun with that guy. So I just drive it all over the house and stuff.
I remember one time we had those like gas powered, like it's like an RC car, but it was a gas powered. It's a car like that size.
You had a gas powered one?
Yeah.
I remember I got the RC. It was the Aston Martin, the Vanquish from the Bond movie.
Oh yeah.
I had an RC car of that, and it was about yay big. I mean, that thing was fast. Like you could get it across the street in like a second.
This little RC like gas powered car, you could race the 4-wheeler down the road with it.
I remember me and my neighborhood friend were trying to race our little RC cars, and we started off from one side of the street, and we had to go to like 6 houses down, where like this one kid was waiting at the end, which was the finish line. He was going to tell us who won, and so we said go, and he was like just beating the crap out of me. He was way ahead, and then like all of a sudden he like freaked out and twitched the stick, and it went right down to the gutter drain of the street. The thing was gone. And I just like went and picked mine up, and I was like, sorry. Went home.
I'm never taking risks like that.
Yeah, I was like, no RC car in the street.
I know there was one year that we got paintball guns, and my brother, he was still young and he was gullible. And my dad goes, he had tossed something out in the yard. He's like, "Hey, go pick that up." And as soon as my brother ran out there, he shot him up the back of his leg, up into his butt.
Ow!
He had big welts and bruises. And then my dad felt bad because he started like bruising. He was like, "Oh, those are a little too close to be shooting."
Just don't let your gym teacher see you in shorts or anything. All right?
What happened? You fell.
A lot of doorknobs got you. So
I got my first pet at Christmas.
Oh, you got a pet?
Yeah, I got a Dalmatian.
Was it in a box? Did they punch holes in it?
No, like it was Christmas Day and everything had gone, and then it was that evening, and then like somebody, I guess it was my cousin or something because he was living with us at the time, went and rang the doorbell, and he was in. My little dog was sitting on the front porch. It was like a little puppy.
Oh, that's too much coordinating. Like it's
because like what if like you as you're running around, you ring the doorbell, you don't get up and go get it, and the puppy's like, "Hey, what's that over there?"
That's too much coordinating to like know, because like as a parent who's gotten a couple pets for my kids over the years, like you have to do like negotiate. It's like adopting a child. You have to fill out all this paperwork, and I legit had to get a background check on my most recent dog and stuff like that. Yeah, it was insane.
Well, this is when I was 5.
I'm sure things are different now, or different then, but still. Also, getting a dog for Christmas traumatizes me because of Homeward Bound 2, where that kid got that one street dog.
Oh yeah,
and he was like, "I don't want that dog," and he was a cute little puppy, and then so they just put him out in the streets and he became a street dog, and I hated that kid, and I hope he died. Traumatized.
If it means anything to you, I had my dog for 17 years.
Wow, a Dalmatian?
Yeah.
Wow.
Was 17 years?
Yeah.
I heard that they're, and this isn't me being mean or anything, but I really heard that they're like the dumbest breed.
She was pretty smart. She could get out of the fence whenever she wanted.
Okay. Because of all inbreeding.
Also, they're like aggressive.
Dalmatians?
She only got lost one time when she got out of the fence because it was storming, and she had gone into the neighborhood behind us, and there was a house that looked similar to ours in the front, and so she was just hanging out at their garage waiting to go
attacked by a Dalmatian when I was like 2.
You did?
Yeah, I was sitting in the driveway.
Attacked by a Dalmatian.
I was sitting in the yard just playing.
Did you think you were on fire or something?
No, my mom, she's like, I just hear barking, and I look out the window, and I see the Dalmatian like 2 across the street, like 2 houses over, just barking at me in the yard. I'm just sitting there playing with my dump truck. And the Dalmatian starts like walking, then he starts like running across the street. My mom like busts out the house. She like yells my dad's name. My dad's just taking the garbage out, sees the dog, and he has like 2 like giant trash cans in his hand. Just goes boom and just like KOs this dog in the yard. Jeez. And he like kicks the crap, like ran, screaming back to their house.
Yeah.
And then he walked over there, and there was violence.
My dog was just really hyper.
Yeah. Anyway, my dog is very hyper.
I know.
Both
we
of my
hear
dogs.
Yeah. We hear your dog. It's nonsense.
Yeah. When he has to pee, he's like just screaming.
All you hear is like
clattering noises in the background.
Meow, meow.
There's a lot of living things in my house.
Right here. Hey, Dad, what are you doing?
Yeah. Well,
you hear Dad. What? Hi.
So like your daughter, she's 5, right? She opens her own Christmas presents, right? My kids, slowest opening Christmas presents.
Were they trying to save the paper?
No, they're just like, it's just, I don't like when you were a kid and you saw Christmas presents under the tree.
It was like sharks with blood.
Well, yeah, and you're like, I'm gonna rip this. I'm gonna rip these SOBs.
You're looking for like a hook to get. Like,
and you're waiting all month long to get to this present. To get to this present, so they're out there, and you're just like, I remember creeping out at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Our parents, they didn't put them out until after me and my brother fell asleep on Christmas Eve.
Oh, because they're doing the whole Santa thing. We never did that crap. They were out there the whole time, and the pile would just get bigger and bigger and bigger.
That's what we do.
And then, like, you'd sneak out at 2 o'clock in the morning and figure out very sneaky ways to peek at your Christmas present.
You're shaking it. You're trying to gauge
the
weight.
No, you take it into the bathroom when you're steam up the shower really hot, so like the tape gets less sticky.
Well, you really thought this out.
You had to, because my mom was like a criminal forensic when it came to like who touched this present, so yeah.
I was never that into it. I just I'd know.
Yeah, but and then when it's finally Christmas, you rip open your presents as fast as possible, because you finally get to it. My kids, they're just like, I wonder what's in here. And they shake it and they like open it up and they just slowly start tearing it. They don't like rip it apart like a savage animal, which is what you're supposed to do.
Like a Doberman attacking a
Chihuahua.
My daughter, she's just like just going at it.
Oh yeah.
Your daughter does?
Yeah.
I guess my kids are just weird.
Because like me and my brother, like we would annihilate our stack of presents. Like it would be like 2 seconds, it's over. And we, so my parents would be like, "Oh, give like 30, gifts a piece," and they're just, paper. It's just like something out of Looney Tunes. It's just like the blur of like the smoke or whatever. You just see fists and feet come out.
Yeah, my wife, who has carte blanche on Christmas traditions because she's the wife, has decided that we're gonna do it how her family does, and we've been doing it like that for the past 12,
you're like, how many years?
13 years.
Have we been doing that?
More than 10 years. But so what we do is the youngest person who gets presents goes first, and then they do all their presents, and it goes all the way up. And I'm like apparently freaking old, so I'm like the second to last or third to last usually. So I have to sit back and watch all these kids open up all their stupid presents. They're going slow. When I was a kid, you do one present, and then it was the next guy's turn, so on and so forth, and you round robin that way.
Me and my brother, like my parents would wait.
Right.
And like, me and my brother, if my sister was there, like we would go and like, me here, we'd open something, and then it'd be like a group present maybe.
Yeah.
And like, oh, you open these at the same time. And we would be like, oh, it's this. And then they'd be like, all right, you guys are done. And then my mom and dad, like my mom would open her present. My dad would open his stuff last.
Yeah.
He's like, I know. He's like, I know nobody cares what I got.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's kind of what I do. Like, I'll get my presents or whatever, and I'll sit them down and I'll just watch my kids open stuff.
Also, as an old man, you get chores for presents. I don't get anything cool
to fix this.
Yeah,
put this together.
And it's also like a chance for your in-laws to put like subliminal insults in your presents. Like you'll open up a box and inside of it'll be
it's been years and he's still not good for our daughter.
No, it'll say a Home Depot gift card, and on the back it'll be like for you to finally fix that fence you got there or something like that. I'm like, okay, thanks. I got it. Thanks. Yeah. You really want me to fix that fence. Got it.
It's bugging you. It's keeping you up at night.
I'll get like socks and a tie and a belt. I'm like, nothing cool. But I guess because
you're old.
And I can just go buy whatever I want right now anyway. So I guess it all kind of works out.
Yeah, at this point I just kind of buy what
just
I want.
do what I want. Just want a little bit of thought. It's the thought that counts.
It's how like my parents were just like, oh, well, what do you want for Christmas? And I was like, I don't know. I was like, if I see stuff, I go, I want that. I buy it.
Yeah.
And it's mine now.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, is it really like this now? And I asked my brother, and I was like, hey, what do you and your wife, want for Christmas? Or like, what should I get the girls? And he's like, I have no idea. He's like, I don't know what I want. I was like,
right.
All right. Well, I'm not getting you anything then until you tell me. Because last year I got him the Uncle Rico American flag pants.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Then I got him the Rex Kwon Do t-shirt for his birthday.
Apparently,
so he's just running around going like, better sensei to my 4-year-old niece. And she goes, Daddy, you silly. And then she runs away.
All right, Mitch. I think it's time to play a game. What? I don't have the headphones.
Yeah.
Just decided to take them off.
They're not working.
Yeah.
Stop moving it.
Well, I can hear.
Forget it. Just make it work for you.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
All right, what's happening, Mitch?
All right, well, because we've been talking about Christmas presents and toys, we are going to be guessing the most popular toy of said year.
Here is my buzzer. I feel like that was your buzzer.
That was my original
So
buzzer.
you went back to it, okay?
It just was delayed the first time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I click, you'd hear me click, but you wouldn't hear anything. Then you hear, ah!
All right, for the first few here, it's going to start in the 50s.
Oh, man.
And there's two of them that are, and it just says 50s. It doesn't have the specific year. And then after we get through a couple of these, then we go year by year.
Okay.
But we're going to guess the toy, and then how many units sold will give you another point.
Can I go first?
Go ahead.
Barbie doll.
No.
The
The 50s.
Raggedy Ann.
No. There's two things.
I'm trying to think of what was in the 50s. War bonds.
Red Ryder carbine action tour short range model air rifle. BB
No.
gun.
But think a little simpler.
G.I. Joe.
Sled.
No. That's more on the
Rosebud.
I'll give you a hint.
Slinky. Silly putty. Play-Doh. Socks. Easy bake oven.
Can I get a guess?
No.
Okay.
You want a hint?
Yes.
This thing is in the Toy Story movie.
Buzz Lightyear.
Like Buzz Lightyear.
A more advanced version of it.
Oh. Mr. Potato Head.
Yes.
Really?
How many units sold in 1952?
Well, I get to guess, right? Because
You get the first one.
all right. 30 million.
Say 500,000.
Higher than yours, lower than yours.
2 million.
Lower.
950,000.
Higher.
1.5 million.
Lower.
1.3.
Lower.
1 million.
Yes.
Just an what? It's amazing. They sold 1 million exactly. Isn't that crazy?
That's what it says. Yeah.
Isn't that outrageous?
All right. There's one more toy that was in the 50s.
Can you give us a hint?
I could, but it's gonna make it really easy.
Pet rock.
No,
Is it for boys or for girls?
both.
Oh man. The erector set.
No.
Chemistry set.
I'll give you a hint. It's,
Light bright.
It's more used outside.
Lawn darts.
No.
Oh, that was my guess. Tricycle.
No.
A stick in a loop. The can from kicking in the
Hula hoop.
It was marketed by Whammo.
Whammo. Whammo. A whoopee cushion.
Is it like a water sprinkler kind of thing? Like a water toy?
Fitness gurus really like them.
Is it like the elastic belt?
Is it the
thingy?
skip bop?
No.
I felt like that was more
Jump
fun.
rope?
No.
A pogo stick.
No.
I suppose. Moon boots.
Man, I forgot about moon boots.
No.
Roller skates.
Ice skates.
What do you got? I give up.
Skateboard.
You give up.
Scooter.
Just tell me you give up.
I give up.
A hula hoop.
I said hula hoop.
No, you didn't.
I said hula hoop.
Did he say hula
I
hoop?
don't know.
I said hula hoop like 2 minutes ago.
When he goes, when he's,
I never heard you say hula hoop.
You got video evidence.
Well, I can't rewind it. It's live.
well, after this video, when you get punished, when it posts, we'll go back and look at the
Fair
sequel.
All right. How many units sold in the first 4 months?
First 4 months?
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's what
1.2 million.
Higher.
3 million.
Higher.
Jeez.
5 million.
Higher.
10 million.
Higher.
11.9 million.
Higher.
20 million.
Higher.
I mean, it's just a hoop.
It is just a circle.
It's just a circle of plastic.
35 million.
Lower.
30 million.
Lower.
28.
Lower.
25.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm winning the numbers game this go around.
All right, Tom, I'll give you 1 point. Benefit of the doubt for that.
Thank you.
Of course.
1960s. The actual year 1960. This came out.
Slinky.
No.
G.I. Joe.
This is also in the movie The Toy Story.
Green Army Man.
No.
The
Russian doll thingy.
No, that's like from
Alright.
the 1600s, man.
They're all like,
All right. Whoever buzzes in once I read this. It also has knobs.
Etch and Sketch.
Yes.
damn. Good one.
How many were sold that year?
400,000.
Higher.
1.5 million.
Lower.
700,000.
Lower.
600,000.
Yes. I was waiting. I was hoping.
600.
I was waiting for you to go 612.
1,000.
All right, we'll do one more for the 60s. Yeah, it's a more used by girls. in the 60s.
Barbie.
Easy bake oven.
Yes.
Nah.
How many sold that year?
1.5 million.
Lower.
800,000.
Lower.
400,000.
Higher.
500,000.
Yes.
Yeah.
500,000. All right, let me get to the other app.
My mom still talks about getting one.
Easy bake. She never got one?
No, she did get one. She
Oh.
still talks about it.
Let's see.
Didn't like a bunch of kids get sick from those because like we're making undercooked food and eating it?
Probably.
Salmonella poisoning.
All right, now we're going to go year by year, and it doesn't have, I don't think it has the actual numbers. So it's just if you can name the most popular toy that year.
Okay.
And we will start with 1977.
G.I. Joe.
No.
Trying to think.
Some sort of football board game.
Nope.
Light Bright.
Nope. These things were made by Kenner.
Oh, Star Wars action figures.
Yes.
You didn't buzz in. And it was my turn. Star Wars action figures.
I actually saw that documentary on those.
1978. It was a prototype
A prototype.
that they turned into an actual toy. Developed by Ralph Baer and his colleagues at Sanders and Associates.
A prototype, huh? Model rocket.
Nope.
G.I. Joe.
No.
Not G.I. Joe was way before that anyway.
A prototype. Slinky.
Transformers.
It's a type of game.
Oh, Pong.
No.
Pac-Man. No, that's not. That's
No, that would have
Japanese.
been arcade.
I said type of game. It doesn't mean it's a video game.
Mousetrap.
No.
That's a good guess.
Kerplunk.
Connect 4.
No.
Jenga.
No, but y'all are on the right track. It's electronic.
It's like
Operation.
No.
Damn
that was a good guess. It's electric. You say?
Yes.
Trouble.
No, it's not electric.
Simon Says.
Yes.
Oh, good job. Yeah.
All right. 79. Although originally released in 1970, it wasn't until 2 years later that it became popular.
But it was the most popular in 79.
79, yeah.
Atari.
Yes. All right. 80.
Star Wars.
G.I. Joe.
It has to do with a punishment.
The Rubik's Cube.
Oh, I knew it. I knew it as soon as he said that.
Yeah, the Rubik's Cube was the
As
most
soon as you
popular
said it in my
1980.
head, all I heard was Rubik's. I was like, it's gotta be it.
All right, 1981.
Let's do Light Bright.
Nope.
I really want Light Bright, but give me one.
Light Bright.
I have to exclude certain words, but it says these smart little creatures who lived
Trolls.
Sea monkeys.
lived in the forest.
Smurfs.
Yes.
There's a toy for Smurfs.
There's a toy for everything.
That's an ugly toy.
That was the most popular thing in 1981.
Titties.
All right.
What came first, the show or the toy?
The show.
Let's see. Smurfs began life in 1958 and originally appeared in comic books and later TV.
Oh, okay.
All right, 82.
Light Bright.
The album Asia by Asia. No.
82. Can you read the description?
It was a fad started in the early 1970s when children were inspired. They play outside with it.
Okay. It's an outside toy.
Lawn darts.
No.
Skateboard.
No, but you're on the right track.
Okay.
Scooter.
Nope.
Roller blades.
Nope.
Roller skates.
No.
Because they're different. Is it the things with the springs?
No.
Pogo stick.
No.
Big wheel.
No.
Bicycle.
RC car.
Bicycle. Yeah.
So it's an RC car.
No.
Unicycle.
It's a car.
You're close. It's a specific type of bicycle.
Tandem bicycle.
No.
A tricycle.
Unicycle.
No.
A
BMX.
Yes.
Oh wow.
BMX bikes in 1982.
Oh, okay.
All right, 1983. It's a girl's doll.
What's the little Poppins thing that you put in a little?
The Poppins.
It's got the like you have a little doll house, and then you have the little girl. It's like an all-inclusive dollhouse set.
Said this was the first must-have kids toy in 1983, and perhaps the first toy on this list to result in several fights breaking
Is
out.
it Cabbage Patch?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna
1984.
This is sledgehammers.
Wrenches.
Just think, as you get more modern, this
Phillips head screwdriver.
Well, I was quoting from the movie.
This toy started as a venture with Takora in Japan.
Takora.
Started as what?
Evidently that's a company, Takara
Okay.
in Japan. That's where these toys first were made.
No, I was gonna say Tamagotchis, but that's way too early.
That's way too early.
Japanese toy popular from the 80s.
Light Bright? If I was right, and
I'd flip this table.
No.
Is it like a indoor toy?
Yeah, well, it can be either one, but mostly used indoors, I would think.
Is it electronic?
No.
Beyblades.
It's not electronic.
Nope.
Um,
It's made by Hasbro.
Transformers.
Yes.
Damn.
Transformers.
The only other options I had to read was
That's
animated series, robots in disguise.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, 85. They began their life on greeting cards.
And greeting cards.
Before eventually turned into toys and TV programs.
Peanuts?
No.
That's way too.
That's way too late.
Yeah, late.
They started on greeting cards.
85. Snorks.
No.
Storks, birds, I don't know, Beanie Babies.
Can you give more description?
Yeah.
It's a type of teddy bear.
Well, you already said Beanie Babies, didn't you?
Yeah.
But it's not Beanie Babies?
No.
No, because that wasn't until like the 90s.
A type of teddy bear. Yogi the Bear?
Paddington?
Bernstein Bears?
No.
That's a good guess. It's a type of bear.
Yep.
Grizzly.
Had movies and TV shows about this bear.
Movies and TV.
Or should I say bears?
It's not the Berenstein Bears?
I feel like it should be the Bernstein Bears. I think you're wrong, Mitch.
I'm pretty sure I'm not. I'm looking at the picture.
And it wasn't Yogi Bear.
No.
What other bears are there?
It's like the
Winnie the
Smokey the
Pooh.
Bear.
No. Tell me to give up.
Winnie the Pooh?
No.
All right, what is it?
Care Bears.
Oh,
1985.
you're right.
God, we're stupid.
All right, 1986. I'll just go ahead and tell you it's a type of bear.
Paddington Bears.
No, but it is a brand name bear.
Beanie Babies.
Teddy.
Close.
Theodore.
Brand name bear.
Berenstein.
It was the first talking teddy bear.
The first talking
Care
to
Bear.
This little bear had a cassette tape attached to its back that allowed him to tell stories with mouth and eye movement that were synchronized to the audio.
Story Bear.
I think I remember something like this, but I don't know what it's called. The Speakeasy Bear.
The Talking Bear.
Teddy Ruxpin.
Never would have guessed.
You say that?
Oh, that's kind of creepy looking.
Teddy all right.
I want to play.
All right, 1987. Type-
Light Bright.
Rollerblades.
It was invented by Scott Stillinger in 1986. Let's see, when he was having trouble teaching his young children how to catch and finding normal balls were far too bouncy.
Bouncy balls.
Wait, what? Because normal balls were too bouncy?
That's just what it says here.
Far too bouncy.
Dodgeball?
No, it says it was intended to be soft enough not to hurt or bounce when thrown.
Wiffle ball?
No, and easier to catch than a normal ball.
Nerf.
No.
Damn it.
Is it one of those like mesh ball things that it kind of collapse?
Collapse. What do you mean?
Like you can squeeze it?
Is it the thing that has the Velcro?
No.
Ah,
All right, I don't know.
I have no idea.
Cush ball.
It's the Cush ball.
It's a squeezy ball. Oh, okay.
Ah, what do you mean? That's stupid.
That was the most popular thing in '87.
Well, there you go. That's the year I was born. So
You were born in the year of the balls.
the year of the Kush.
The cushy balls.
Trying to see how I can tell hints for this. It's 1988.
Have any of us said it yet?
No.
Okay.
7 million of them were sold
Wow.
by the end of the year.
Is it
Outselling home computers by 1 million miles.
Oh, Nintendo Entertainment System.
Yes.
I should have known.
The only other thing I had was it was nearly a decade after the Atari was made.
Yeah.
So, 1989. One of the
Is it a video game?
1989.
Okay. Super Mario Brothers.
No.
Super Mario.
Hmm.
Donkey Kong.
It sold nearly 40,000 units on the first day.
Star Fox.
118
This is
million.
Nintendo Entertainment System.
118 million units worldwide in its lifetime.
Legend of
Super
Zelda.
Nintendo.
Legend of Zelda.
No.
It's not the Super Nintendo.
Mario Brothers.
They're gonna start buzzing in.
Mario Bros.
Mario Bros 2.
No. One of the first 8-bit handheld consoles.
Game Boy.
Damn
Yes.
it. We
That's
had
88?
Yeah. Or no,
Wow.
89.
Oh, 89. Okay.
That's what you had.
What? Yeah, that brick. Yeah.
Poor.
Yeah.
But also, you were a year old and you got a Game Boy.
No, this was when I was 6. That's why everybody else had Game Boy Colors and stuff, and I had the brick. They all had their, like,
I don't think you were 6 because I had it when I was like that age.
All right,
And it was, like,
1990.
new.
I would have been 94 for me. So, yeah.
These,
19.
1990, these toys had a movie in theaters and then clocked up to 200 million at the box office.
Ninja Turtles.
Yes.
Oh, snap. Yeah.
All right. 1991.
I knew that had to be in there somewhere.
Says that these actually date back to the 1920s in Hawaii when milk bottle caps were used.
Pogs.
Yes.
I knew that was going to be there eventually. I was there for the Pog. The Pog fad.
craze.
Yeah.
All right. 92 was the main star of a runaway hit children's television show.
No way. 92?
Nope.
Hit television, children's
And
television.
it kept running until 2000.
Rugrats?
No, it kept running until 2009.
Pokemon.
2009.
This is 1992. Barney.
Yes.
Oh, snap.
I remember it from the documentary.
Yeah.
All right, 93. Started life as a prop for a film, but proved so popular that the working model was made in the run up to Black Friday that year in 93.
Lightsaber.
No.
Prop in a film. Yeah, so the film came out in 93.
I don't know. It doesn't say what year the film came out. The deluxe model featured a slow playback mode that allowed you to manipulate a voice.
Oh. Yak back.
No.
The reverse recorder.
No.
Is it the thing from Home Alone?
Do you know what it's called?
It's like the something record, like the re-recorder.
Tape cassette recorder.
I'll give it to Tom. It's called the Talk Boy.
Talk
So
Talk
yes, the
Boy.
thing from Home Alone.
Yeah, yeah. that's
I remember
exactly
the yak bag when I was
94.
Tom. Were you born yet?
it. Yes,
Okay.
I've been alive at this point.
Okay.
This toy was a smash hit, and so were the toys and merchandise that were released that year and sold by the thousands in the years that followed. These 1994 action figures were flying off the shelves in time for Christmas.
Action figures. G.I. Joe.
No.
Power Rangers.
Yes.
Ah!
Idiot.
The only thing I could read was when a band of ethnically diverse kids with superpowers. 1995. Popular line of toys with beans rather than
Beanie Babies.
Yeah, that was.
I knew that was coming.
That was on the nose.
I couldn't remember if it was 95 or 96 when that got crazy.
All right, 96. Let's see. The demand outstripped supply and a shopping frenzy broke out during the holiday season. This saw parents fighting in stores to get their hands on the latest craze.
Super Nintendo.
No.
Tamagotchi.
No. I'll tell you this. It starts with a T, though.
Transformers.
No.
Starts with a T.
What year is this?
96.
96.
Even got some parents arrested while they fought it out. It also rumored that one desperate shopper paid $71,000 for a single one, desperate to bid to keep their child happy on Christmas Day.
T-Rex.
No.
Can you describe the toy just a little bit? You get
red.
It's red.
Turbo Man.
No. Good guess though.
I thought you were spoofing it.
It's red. 96.
Got an orange nose, big eyes.
Tickle Me Elmo.
Yes.
Oh, snap. I forgot all about that.
I had one.
I bet you did.
Let's see. We're going to skip ahead a little bit. 1999.
Wow. We're skipping a little bit, aren't we?
Yeah, we got several more to go through, so I don't want to spend too much time.
Mm-hmm.
It's based on an animated series.
Pokemon.
Yes.
I was there. I was there in the dark years.
I was part of it.
Let's see. We'll skip ahead a little further.
Pokemon.
2002. A Japanese toy sensation that came about thanks to a popular...
Bakugan?
No.
Beyblade.
Yes.
I was too early on Bakugan. Yeah.
All right, let's see. 2005.
Crap. No, that's not Bakugan. All right, go ahead.
I would like to hear the question.
Well, there's no question. It's 2005. What was the most popular thing that year?
Xbox 360.
Yes.
Yes.
Damn it.
All right. 2006.
PlayStation 3.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Yeah, there you go.
2007. No, it's not the Nintendo Switch or Nintendo Wii.
Yeah, those didn't come out yet.
2007. Would it be a video game?
No.
I was going to say the Modern Warfare.
It was the first generation of something.
Bakugan.
No.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
No. Had built-in Wi-Fi.
Built-in Wi-Fi. Oh,
PSP.
No.
iPhone.
No.
iPod.
Yeah, yes. iPod Touch.
Oh, snap. Is that a toy, though? Can we call it a toy?
It just says 2007. That was
You could play games
the
on it.
toys list.
All right.
Let's see.
What's the score right now?
Tom's winning by 2.
Of course.
2012.
Wow, we jumped way into the future.
The end of the world.
It was an 8th generation toy.
The Nintendo Wii.
Yes.
Oh, snap.
Let's see. 2014. A Disney movie.
Frozen.
Olaf.
You're both on the right track.
Elsa.
Yes.
Oh.
An Elsa doll. 2015. A Star Wars toy.
Kylo Ren lightsaber.
No.
Rey's lightsaber.
No.
She doesn't have one then. 2015.
She has Luke's.
So when Disney joined up with LucasArts, everyone knew there would be some pretty special toys on the market that year. It's a voice controlled.
Darth Vader mask.
The BB-8.
Yes. 2016.
God.
Just let me be done. Let it be over.
Let's see. It was as popular as it was the second time around in 2016 as it was in 1983. New and improved.
Simon Says.
No.
Bop it.
No.
Hula hoop. Trying to remember what was
More hoop.
what was the night
More
series?
hula.
It came with a superb collection.
Superb.
Is that Smurfs?
No.
Damn it.
Cabbage Patch Kids.
No.
Care Bears.
It is like a video game.
Oh, Atari.
No.
It is like a video game.
Nintendo.
You're
Oh,
close.
the classic collection where you could plug it up straight into your TV.
Was it the
What was it called?
The
Was it the
Mini
Atari?
Nintendo
Yes.
Mini.
Yes.
Yeah.
The NES Mini. I mean, I've skipped a couple of these because I don't even know what they are. 2020.
Xbox Series X.
Yes.
Yeah, that was kind of.
2021.
2021. It's got to be something COVID related.
It's a plush toy.
Paw Patrol.
A plush toy.
Is it something from Frozen?
No.
This is 20s.
Barbie?
Is it from a movie?
Yes.
It's a movie that came out in 2021. Is it? Oh, the Child, Mandalorian Child.
Yes.
Yeah.
Baby Yoda?
Yeah, Baby Yoda.
Right.
Grogu. Yeah.
For 3 points.
Woohoo!
Oh, come on. This is that BS. This just keeps going until Hayden wins.
No, this is the one and only bonus.
Crap.
Well, I was going to say the most popular toy, but I've never even heard of that.
Slinky.
What was the second most popular thing ever?
Like, does it sell most units?
Yes.
Like in history?
Yes.
Wii.
No.
Um,
I'll give you a hint. This has been on the list, and y'all have already said it once.
Tickle Me Elmo?
No.
Barney?
No.
Atari.
No.
PlayStation 2.
Hula Hoop?
No.
Cabbage Patch?
Cabbage Patch Kids.
No.
Darn it.
Beanie Babies?
No.
G.I. Joe.
No.
PlayStation?
I already said that.
Damn it. Nintendo?
Xbox
Wii.
360.
No.
Xbox Series X?
Grogu.
Elsa?
We'll have to cancel it out because y'all kind of overlooked it. Because you said PlayStation 2, you said PlayStation. It was a PlayStation 3.
That's the most selling unit thing ever.
Oh, is it really?
The next thing is Zuzu Pets,
What the
and I don't know what those are.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. That's not real.
What was the score?
You made that up.
Tom wins by 3.
Yeah. You have to watch Death Spa.
Death Spa.
I have to watch 3 movies now. All right. Well, wrap it up, Mitch.
Ta-da!
That was fun. Hey, we made it over an hour this go around. So
Look at us.
cruising
Right through.
So, well, if you enjoyed that, and if you have any ideas for trivia, by all means, message us on entertainthispodcast.com or our Facebook Messenger group. And if you have any ideas for punishments or anything in general, just let us know. Otherwise, tune in on Thursday where we'll be talking about news and reviews
Yep.
And stuff.
and stuff. Goodbye from Mitch.
Bye.
Goodbye from Tom.
Bye, Tom.
Goodbye from me. And goodbye.